All right, you get it. Sleep is important. But why are studies showing that our children are all sleep deprived? How do we help them with that? And how do we recognize that this is actually happening? So, how much sleep do kids need? Your newborn or your toddler or even your teenager? It doesn't seem to matter what age the child is. They're not getting enough sleep. In this video, we'll look at how many hours of sleep kids need and then go over some tips on how you can help them get better quality sleep. Hey guys, I'm Jason Kreidman and welcome to another episode of Dad University. We cover a different dad advice topic every Thursday. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click on that notification bell so you know when our new videos get uploaded. The good news here is that sleep is pretty well studied. There's some great documentation and science being done to learn how much sleep children need. The bad news is that we have so many kids that are sleep deprived, and it's affecting their brain development and their behavior. We have everything from increased screen usage, to busier schedules, to a lack of structure at bedtime. All of these are contributing to less sleep for our kids. Some experts are calling this lack of sleep a hidden epidemic because we don't even realize how bad it is and how much it's affecting our kids. Let's look at how much sleep kids need for optimal health based on their ages. I took data from two respected organizations here in the US, the National Foundation of Sleep and the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. For infants, which is newborn to about 3 months, the recommended amount of sleep is about 14 to 17 hours in a 24-hour day. Now, newborns don't sleep that long all at once, so that includes the time for naps throughout the day as well. For children 4 months to 11 months, the recommended amount of sleep is about 12 to 15 hours, which also includes their naps. Then for toddlers 1 to 2 years old, they need about 11 to 14 hours of sleep. And that, of course, includes their naps. For children 3 to 5 years old, they need 10 to 13 hours of sleep. Now, most kids at this age begin to nap less, so this is going to be a long stretch throughout the night. With children 6 to 12 years old, it's recommended they get 9 to 12 hours of sleep per night. For teenagers 13 to 17 years old, they need 8 to 10 hours of sleep per night. And then 18 to 25-year-olds, they should be getting about 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night, which is what we adults should be getting. I think I need to go to sleep a little bit earlier. So now that you know how many hours of sleep kids need to get, let's take a look at some of the ways that we can help our kids get better quality sleep. Number 1, create a nighttime routine. This is probably the most important factor in kids getting good sleep. We did an entire video about nighttime routines. But basically you work backwards. You figure out what time they need to get up, how much sleep they need to get, and then that gives you the bedtime that they need to have. And then you allocate the time appropriately with bath, pajamas, brushing teeth, story time, whatever. And it's important, even as they get older, having a routine is an important part of getting good sleep. Number 2, stick to the routine and keep a regular schedule. So us as parents have to stick to the schedule. If our kids are off schedule, it's our fault. So we gotta make sure we maintain that schedule. And even on weekends, you want to make sure that you are still consistent. And sometimes that's hard, but make sure you're consistent. Number 3, create a sleep-friendly environment. There's 3 things for a sleep-friendly environment: removing distractions, the temperature, and safety. Remove distractions from the room and the bed itself. So when they're young, that means mobiles and sound and lights. All kinds of things can cause distractions, and sleep experts agree with this. And then as they get a little bit older, televisions, electronics, clocks, all of them can inhibit the environment. And then for room temperature, keep the room cool. Warm or really cold is not ideal, just nice and cool. And then regarding safety, you want to make sure that they feel safe. Now with younger kids, they might be afraid of monsters or something else, and so you can give them a water bottle and tell them it's a monster spray. Or you can give them a little night light and tell them that that will keep anything away from them. It's important that the child feels safe, and that will help them sleep better. Number 4, no electronics or screens right before bed. It's said that you shouldn't use a screen or watch television 2 hours before you go to sleep. The screens actually reduce our melatonin, which we use for sleep. Number 5, nutrition and activity. If you have a child that's always hungry right before bed, try to give them something 45 minutes to an hour before rather than right before bed. Things like a whole grain toast, a banana, cheese, all of those are good snacks. You want to avoid sugar or anything that's going to give them energy. As for activity, this can also help them get a good night's sleep. And you've probably seen this. When you have a young child and they've been active the entire day, they are out cold by the end of the night. So, activity can also help them get a good night's sleep and sleep longer. Number 6, focus on relaxation. So instead of focusing on the actual sleep, you focus on relaxation, getting your body to wind down, calm down. And so this is something that's important for us to teach our kids. It's not so much about the sleep. It's about the relaxation, the calming, and that will help them get better sleep and sleep longer. You now understand how much sleep kids need, and in most cases, it's much more than they're currently getting. It's important for us to help them become better sleepers. I'd love to hear from you. Is your child getting enough sleep? What do you do to ensure that your child is getting enough sleep? Leave your feedback in the comments section below. If you found this video helpful, you'll love what we have for you in our other videos. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click on that notification bell. We'll see you next week.